A woman was near death from a special kind of cancer. There was one drug that doctors thought might save her. It was a form of radium that a druggist in the same town had recently discovered. The drug was expensive to make, but the druggist was charging 10 times what the drug cost to make. He paid $200 for the radium and charged $2,000 for a small dose of the drug. The sick woman's husband, Heinz, went to everyone he knew to borrow the money, but he could only get together about $1,000, which is half of what it cost. He told the druggist that his wife was dying and asked him to sell it cheaper or let him pay later, but the druggist said, "No, I discovered the drug and I'm going to make money on it." So Heinz got desperate and began to think about breaking into the man's store to steal the drug for his wife. Should Heinz steal the drug?
Hi, my name's Todd Morrish, and I'm 53 years old.
Do you think Heinz should steal the drug?
I'm afraid not,
Why?
because it's like fighting fire with fire. It's not right that the druggist is jacking up the price, but it's not okay to break in somebody's private property and steal things.
The statement Todd makes that it is not right to break into someone's private property falls under Kohlberg's Stage 1 of moral development, which values law and rules. So, do you think he shouldn't steal the drug even though his wife is dying?
No, I think you got to look at the core of the problem. The root of the problem is that the druggist is allowed to sell that drug at such a high price. There's got to be, there's got to be sort of rules and regulations and sanctions around people jacking up, and that's happening today with EpiPens and things like that. That people are allowed to jack up the prices, and some people that can't afford it are paying the price of death, and that's not good at all. But the short answer is the druggist has to keep being creative and finding a way to get that drug the way it is today.
So, you think Heinz should not steal the drug?
Correct.
Why not?
Well, like I say, I think two wrongs don't make a right, unfortunately. So I think he needs to fall back to finding creative ways to raise that money, or talking the druggist into loaning it to him, maybe paying the second $1,000 off later.
So, do you think that he shouldn't steal it because it's illegal to steal? Do you think doing illegal things is immoral? Cool. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Todd's response to the Heinz dilemma falls under Kohlberg's Stage 1 of his 6 stages of moral development, because Todd thinks that Heinz should not steal the drug due to the fact that it is against the law and that it is wrong to break into someone's personal private property, despite the fact that a life is at risk. Todd's reasoning that it is wrong to steal places him under Kohlberg's Stage 1 of moral development. Okay.
Oh, hi, I'm Tamara Marsh, and I'm 55 years old.
Okay. Do you think Heinz should steal the drug?
No,
Why?
because stealing is bad.
Why is stealing bad?
Well, because it's not okay to take something that doesn't belong to you.
Tamara's way of thinking also falls under Kohlberg's Stage 1, because she also thinks that it is wrong to take something that's not yours, despite the fact that Heinz's wife is dying. Even if the consequence is someone dying?
Well, I mean, yeah, that would be tough. I would say he shouldn't steal the drug. It doesn't mean he's not going to steal the drug.
Okay, that's not the question. Why should he not steal the drug?
Because he doesn't have the right to take the drug from the chemist.
Okay. Even if his wife dies?
Well, his wife is dying, yeah, so he needs to try some other ways to get the drug. He just needs to keep working on it somehow. Convince the druggist, offer him something else. Maybe offer to pay him more later than the $2,000.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, I'll give you $2,500 over time, but
Yeah.
I can't give it to you right now. I can give you $1,000 now.
Okay. Cool.
I don't know.
Thank you. Okay. Tamara's response to the Heinz dilemma, like Todd's, falls under Kohlberg's Stage 1. Similar to Todd, Tamara offered other ways for Heinz to get the drug from the druggist that did not require him to steal it, due to the fact that stealing is wrong and that it is against the law. In Kohlberg's stage 1, a person will value the law and will often state that the action is wrong. So say your name and get in the video.
My name is Nico, and I'm 15 years old.
Okay. So do you think that Heinz should steal the drug?
I think that she should find a way. Well, she's already done that. So he's already done that. So I think he should keep on going and find a way to get the rest of the money.
Why don't you think he should steal it?
Because it's immoral.
Oh, why is it immoral?
Because stealing is against the law.
Nico's statement that Heinz should not steal the drug because stealing is against the law, like Todd and Tamara's, falls under Kohlberg's stage 1 because Nico is valuing the law over the life of Heinz's wife. So, do you think that the law is more important than keeping someone alive?
Yes, but for his case, no.
Why?
Because it's his wife. Maybe he should. I don't know. He probably should.
You probably should.
Yeah.
So you do think he should steal the drug?
Yes.
Because his wife is dying,
Yeah.
and it will save her.
And he's already contacted everyone he knows, and he can't get any more money.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Nico's second reasoning, that Heinz should steal the drug because it is his wife who is dying, falls under Kohlberg stage 3, in which personal relationships and feelings come into play. Nico thinking that Heinz is right for stealing the drug because he wants to save his wife corresponds to Kohlberg stage 3, which emphasizes relationships and the rightness and morality of a decision.
My name is Maria Morish, and I'm 18 years old.
Do you think that Heinz should steal the drug?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Because I was about to say a word that I don't think is an actual word.
Okay, why should he steal the drug?
Do I have to start over?
No, just keep going.
I think he should steal the drug because I believe that the value of his wife's life is more important than the factors that play into how he has to acquire the drug, especially with the druggist's reasoning.
Maria's opinion that the value of the wife's life is greater than the consequences Heinz would face for stealing the drug places her under stage 3 of Kohlberg's stages of moral development, in which the value of life and relationships in a situation matters the most.
I believe that after Heinz's efforts to raise as much money as possible as he could through his own means, and with the druggist charging too much for the drug, and I believe his being greedy of not finding accommodations to lend the drug to Heinz so he can pay it back later, or finding anything else to help him, is greedy and not right. In which case, I think that Heinz should break in and steal it for his wife's life.
So you think that even though stealing is against the law, the value of his wife's life is more important?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Maria's response to the Heinz dilemma, similar to Nico's, emphasized saving the life of Heinz's wife, despite the fact that stealing the drug would be breaking the law. Maria also stated that the druggist was being greedy and that his actions were wrong in this situation, which categorizes her answer again under stage 3 of Kohlberg's moral development stages. She believes that the life of Heinz's wife should be the number one priority in the situation. Therefore, her reasoning falls under stage 3 of Kohlberg's moral development stages. I found through this experience that gender does not play a role in where someone falls on Kohlberg's stages of moral development, and that there is not a difference between men and women emphasizing relationships over justice or vice versa. However, through interviewing these 4 people, I found that the younger people, Maria and Nico, tended to value relationships and the wife's life over the law, whereas the older people, Todd and Tamara, valued the law over the importance of Heinz's wife's life. Therefore, the two younger people ended up landing higher in Kohlberg's stages than the two older people. I believe that this is likely due to the differences in the ways that these generations were raised and the environments they grew up in. Todd and Tamara grew up in a time which rules were always followed and in which the law dictated what was right and wrong, while Maria and Nico have been raised in a world more focused on relationships and others as opposed to one focused on following orders and obeying rules.